seen a significant uptrend in the equity markets, ag markets, and certainly in crude and natty. Let's take a look at the metal markets.
Well, it's been one of the laggards, and the idea here is that typically in history we've seen these markets move in tandem. We've seen energy, we've seen stocks, and we've seen metals move up and down together. So now they're lagging behind. I'm looking for the gold market to make another push above 1700. 1720 is the key objective here from the drop down that we saw last week from 1690 to 1630. We went to 1660, projects a $60 move. All technical measures here, but if we get above 1720, I think it's really going to shake people up because people have been so disappointed in gold.
What I think it's really tough across markets across the board is that fundamentals, technicals, we're really looking at a different market here. There really is no rhyme or reason. It's been a very, very tough trend to fight. Speaking of trends, how about volatility within the gold market? Because there's vol down across the board.
Right, vol's down everywhere, but if you look at the VIX, you know, I want to remember that we're 30% above where we were in 2007 with the low in the VIX at 970. So volatility can always get lower, but to go back to gold, I think one of the key indicators here is that you're seeing industrial demand for metals across the board. Silver spiked, copper spiked, and platinum is now at its place above gold, which is important because that's typically the relationship, and that's leading the way, and I think that's a very positive sign.
Let's wrap it up with a comment on volatility. We saw that you wrote what people forget, there's a big disconnect in the market, is that volatility is relative. So when people say, oh, the VIX is so low, it's so low, maybe not in these markets.
Right, and if you go back to 1994 and 1995, the VIX was under 10 for the whole year. So you've got to keep an eye on it. You can't use it as a trigger to buy or sell. It's just a measure to give you a little bit of guidance. And what it tells us now is prices are cheap, but they could get a lot cheaper. So if you want to buy insurance, buy it. It's inexpensive, but it could get more inexpensive over time.
Okay, great. Thanks, Alan.